Maybe you've tried everything for your anxiety: therapy, meditation, breathing exercises, maybe even medication. And it helps temporarily, but it always comes back. Could it be that your anxiety isn't starting in your brain at all? What if the racing thoughts, the panic, the constant worry, the feeling like something terrible is about to happen? What if all of that is coming from your gut, literally? Your gut bacteria are producing neurotransmitters that directly affect your brain. Your gut lining is sending inflammation signals that trigger anxiety. Your microbiome is communicating with your nervous system through the vagus nerve. And if that communication is disrupted, you experience it as anxiety. I'd like to share with you exactly how this works and the five powerful herbs that heal your gut and calm your anxiety at the same time. Because once you understand that anxiety is a gut problem, everything changes. Your guts and your brain are in constant communication. This is called the gut brain axis, a bi-directional highway of information traveling between your digestive system and your central nervous system. And the main messenger is the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve connects your brainstem to your gut, and 80 to 90% of its fibers are afferent, meaning they carry information from your gut to your brain and not the other way around. Your gut is literally telling your brain how to feel. So here are some facts about serotonin. 90% of your serotonin, the feel good neurotransmitter, is produced in your gut, not in your brain. Specifically, it's produced by enterochromaffin cells in your intestinal lining, and the production is influenced by your gut bacteria. So, when your gut microbiome is balanced, you produce adequate serotonin. You feel calm, stable, and resilient. When your gut microbiome is imbalanced, when you have dysbiosis, inflammation, or a damaged gut lining, serotonin production drops. Or even worse, your gut starts producing compounds that trigger anxiety instead of calm. And this is why SSRIs, which are antidepressants, often don't work for people with gut related anxiety. You're trying to fix brain chemistry when the problem is in your digestive system. So here's the microbiome mood connection. Your gut contains trillions of bacteria collectively in your microbiome. And these bacteria, they produce neurotransmitters such as serotonin, GABA, dopamine. They regulate inflammation because chronic inflammation equals anxiety and depression. They influence cortisol production, your stress hormone. They control gut permeability because leaky gut equals brain inflammation. And they communicate directly with your vagus nerve. So, certain bacteria species are associated with anxiety and depression. Others are associated with resilience and calm. Studies show that people with anxiety disorders have distinctly different gut microbiomes than people without anxiety. And when you transfer the microbiome from an anxious person into a non anxious animal, the animal develops anxiety. This is not theory. This is proven, measurable science. What damages your gut? What damages your gut and causes anxiety? So, your gut microbiome and gut lining can be damaged by a few things. One, antibiotics. Antibiotics wipe out the beneficial bacteria. Sometimes it may be necessary, but nonetheless devastating to the microbiome. Then there is processed foods and sugar, which feed harmful bacteria and starve beneficial ones. There's also chronic stress. This reduces stomach acid, impairs digestion, and increases gut permeability. There's also gluten and dairy. And for sensitive individuals, this creates inflammation and leaky gut. There's alcohol. Alcohol damages gut lining and disrupts microbiome. NSAIDs such as ibuprofen, aspirin, they damage the gut lining when there's chronic use. There's environmental toxins. These are pesticides, heavy metals, and chemicals. And when your gut is damaged, anxiety is the symptom. So let's talk about leaky gut because this is the mechanism that turns gut problems into brain problems. What is leaky gut? So your intestinal lining is one cell layer thick. These are cells that are held together by tight junctions, like mortar between bricks. So when your gut lining is healthy, these tight junctions, they stay closed. Only fully digested nutrients pass through into your bloodstream. But when your gut becomes inflamed and damaged, these tight junctions, they open. And this is leaky gut, technically called intestinal permeability. Now, partially digested food particles, toxins, and bacteria can slip through into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees these as invaders and they attack, right? Your immune system attacks. This creates systemic inflammation. And here's the critical part. Inflammation in your body creates inflammation in your brain. Leaky gut leads to neuroinflammation, which leads to anxiety. So when your gut is leaky, one, it causes inflammatory molecules to enter in your bloodstream. Two, these molecules cross the blood-brain barrier. Three, they trigger neuroinflammation. Four, neuroinflammation disrupts neurotransmitter production and the function also. Five, your brain interprets this as threat, which leads to anxiety, depression, brain fog. So your anxiety is literally an inflammatory response originating in your gut. This is why anti-inflammatory protocols work for anxiety. This is why gut healing reduces panic attacks. This is why food sensitivities can trigger mental health symptoms. So when you fix the gut, you heal the brain. So let's get to the medicine. These five herbs heal your gut lining, reduce inflammation, restore beneficial bacteria, and calm your nervous system simultaneously. So this is like a whole system healing. Herb one is slippery elm, which is known as the gut lining rebuilder. So slippery elm contains mucilage, which is a gel-like substance that coats and soothes your entire digestive tract. It creates a protective barrier over damaged gut lining. It reduces inflammation in the intestines. It promotes healing of ulcers and erosions. It soothes IBS, Crohn's, colitis symptoms. It supports beneficial bacterial growth. And for anxiety, when your gut lining heals, inflammation drops. And when inflammation drops, neuroinflammation also drops. And when neuroinflammation drops, anxiety reduces. So, how do we use this herb? In powder form, 1 to 2 teaspoons mixed in water, taken 30 minutes before meals and before bed. In capsules, 400 to 500 mg, 3 times daily. Mix powder with warm water or almond milk. Add honey or cinnamon, and the duration could be anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks for gut lining repair. Contraindications, it's very safe. It may cause slow absorption of medication, so take 1 to 2 hours apart. Herb number 2 is marshmallow root, known as the inflammation soother. So, like slippery elm, marshmallow root contains mucilage. It coats and protects gut lining, reduces inflammation throughout digestive tract. It soothes heartburn, acid reflux, and gastritis. It also supports gut tissue regeneration and calms digestive spasms and cramping. For anxiety, marshmallow root also has mild nervine properties, meaning it calms the nervous system while healing the gut. It's especially good for people whose anxiety comes with digestive symptoms such as nausea, cramping, and upset stomach. So it may be used in tea form. Cold infusion. Do this by using 1 tablespoon of dried root in 1 cup cold water. Steep overnight, strain, and drink 2 to 3 times daily. It may also be used as tinctures, 2 to 4 dropperfuls 3 times daily. Also as capsules, 500 mgs 3 times daily. So why cold infusion? Well, mucilage extracts better in cold water than hot. In cold water extraction, mucilage is best extracted. The slimy, soothing compound you want is what is extracted. It preserves the delicate constituents and is the preferred approach for gut healing. As opposed to hot water extraction for this herb, it does extract some mucilage, but also tannins and other compounds. And this can make mucilage less effective. It still works. It's just not optimal. So duration for this would be 4 to 8 weeks. And contraindications, it may lower blood sugar slightly. Otherwise, it's very safe. Herb number 3 is licorice root. How to use. Use as deglycyrrhizinated licorice, DGL, 400 to 500 mg chewable tablets before meals. DGL form is safer for long-term use. Next, you can use as whole licorice root tea. Use 1 teaspoon dried root, simmered for 15 minutes, 1 to 2 cups daily, and limit to 4 to 6 weeks. You may use as tincture. Use 2 to 3 dropperfuls 2 times daily and limit to 4 to 6 weeks. Duration. Use DGL form long term. Use whole root form for 4 to 6 weeks, then take a break. As for contraindications, there is high blood pressure. Whole root can raise blood pressure, so use DGL form. For pregnancy, want to avoid. For heart disease, kidney disease, use DGL form only. As a note, DGL has the compound that affects blood pressure removed. So this makes it safe for everyone. Herb number 4 is chamomile, the gut brain messenger. So for chamomile, it is gentle but profound. It reduces gut inflammation and spasms. It heals ulcers and gastritis. It supports healthy gut bacteria. It directly calms the nervous system through the GABA receptor. It also improves gut brain communication through the vagus nerve. For anxiety, chamomile works on both ends of the gut brain axis. It soothes your digestive system and your nervous system simultaneously, and it's especially powerful for people whose anxiety manifests as digestive distress. So, how do we use chamomile? As tea, you may use 1 to 2 teaspoon dried flowers or 1 to 2 tea bags. Steep 10 to 15 minutes. Use 2 to 4 cups daily. You may also use it as tincture, 2 to 4 dropperfuls 3 times daily. It also comes in as an essential oil. You may dilute this for topical use on the abdomen. Just massage clockwise. So you may use anytime, but especially effective before bed as it calms both the gut and mind for sleep. The duration, it's safe for daily long-term use. As for contraindications, ragweed allergy is the same plant family. There's also caution for those who are on blood thinners. Herb number 5, lemon balm, the anxiety digestion connection. So, lemon balm is a powerful anxiety reducing herb that also supports digestion. It reduces anxiety and restlessness. It calms digestive spasms and cramping. It relieves gas, bloating, indigestion. It supports healthy gut brain signaling and improves mood and cognitive function. So, it also has antiviral properties, which is helpful for gut infections. For anxiety, lemon balm is clinically proven to reduce anxiety within 1 to 3 hours. It increases GABA in the brain and soothes the digestive tract. So, this is perfect for gut brain axis healing. So, how do we use this tea? Use 1 to 2 teaspoons dried leaf. Steep 10 minutes, 2 to 3 cups daily. Use as tincture, 2 to 4 dropperfuls, 2 to 3 times daily or as needed. You may use as capsules 300 to 600 mgs 2 to 3 times daily. For timing, use morning and afternoon for anxiety, evening for sleep support. For duration, it's safe for daily long term use. As for contraindications, caution for hypothyroidism, it may affect thyroid function in high doses. Otherwise, it's very safe. If you would like a simple gut healing protocol, just comment below and let me know. This will help put into action your gut brain reset. So let me bring this full circle. For anxiety, you might not be all in your head, it might be in your gut. And the beautiful thing about that, your gut is healable. You can restore your microbiome. You can repair your gut lining. You can reduce the inflammation that's been creating neuroinflammation and anxiety. It takes time. 14 days is a reset. 30 to 90 days is a transformation. But every day you support your gut, you're supporting your brain. Every time you drink that slippery elm, you're coating and healing your intestinal lining. Every time you eat fermented foods, you're repopulating beneficial bacteria. Every time you choose anti inflammatory foods, you're reducing the inflammation that's been driving your symptoms. This is root cause healing, not symptom management. Your gut is ready to heal. Your brain is ready to calm. Your anxiety is ready to release. Have you noticed a connection between your digestion and your anxiety? Let's talk about it. You're not alone in this. Your gut has been trying to tell you something. Now you know how to listen and how to heal.